Hello and welcome. My name is Hela from Free Spirit Yoga. Today's session is a type of meditation called Counting the Breath Meditation or Counting Meditation. We'll learn a little bit about its benefits, how to do the breath work, how to do the counting, and when to use this type of meditation. So counting the breath meditation is based on a very simple concept. We're syncing our breath to the counting, and it's a great technique for beginners. It gives you a little bit more structure and something to hold on to, something to focus on in order to meditate. This meditation is also used for more advanced practitioners as a way to start off other types of meditation, such as a guided visualization or a silent meditation. There are many benefits to this type of meditation. Most importantly, it allows us to focus. It allows us to calm the mind, and it brings a little bit more centeredness in our lives. So although counting the breath meditation is based on a very simple concept, it can be quite challenging. And that's because of the fast-paced lifestyles that we lead. We're bombarded by stimuli from every which direction. We're jumping from one thought to the next. So when we sit down and stay in silence, it can be quite challenging to calm the mind down and calm the mind chatter. So counting the breath meditation gives that structure, gives us something to hold onto and to focus on. And when we do lose track because a thought pops into our mind, we start from the beginning, very simply. This type of meditation, it's a great way for us to cultivate self-love and to view this as an opportunity to train ourselves, just like with any other talent that we embark on, or if we go to the gym and we start working out in the gym, we won't see results from the very first day. But with consistency and with continuity, this is when we start to see results. So cultivating self-love, and rather than saying to yourselves, oh, I can't even count from 1 to 5 without, losing track or messing up, just say, it's okay, and start from the very beginning. So how do we do counting the breath meditation? There are many different techniques. I'm going to give you a few options, and you can choose from it. So the first option is counting from 1 and keeping it open-ended. So you'll breathe in, 1, breathe out, breathe in, 2, breathe out, breathe in, 3, breathe out, breathe in, 4, breathe out, and so on. The second way of doing it is counting in sets. So for example, from 1 to 5, and then repeating from 1 to 5, and then repeating again from 1 to 5. The third way of doing it is counting backwards. So for example, you'll choose the number 20, and you'll go 20, 19, 18, 17, and so on. The fourth way, and the one that might be a little bit more challenging, is to do it in multiples. So we're doing sets of, for example, 5. So the first set will be from 1 to 5, the second set will be from 1 to 10, and the third set will be from 1 to 15, and so on. And in this case, we'll use the sense of touch, which will give it a little bit more structure. So to use your hands, you're going to be using your right hand to indicate the numbers, okay, and the left hand to indicate the sets or the rounds. So for example, if I'm going to do multiple of 5s, 3 sets. The first set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll indicate with my left hand that I finished the first set. And then the second set will be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The left hand will indicate that I finished the second set. And then the third set will be from 1 to 15, and my left hand will indicate that I finished the third set. Now let's talk a little bit about how to do the breathing itself. Breathing will be done in through the nose and out through the nose. And there are many different ways of counting and syncing the counting with the breath. So for example, I might breathe in, breathe out, 1, breathe in, breathe out, 2, breathe in, breathe out, 3. The second way of doing it is breathing in, and at the top of the inhalation, you say the number 1, and then breathe out. So it will look like this. Breathe in, 1, breathe out. Breathe in, 2, breathe out. Breathe in, 3, breathe out. The third way of doing it is actually visualizing the number as you breathe. So for example, it will look something like this. Inhale, exhale, I see in my mind's eye the number 1. Inhale, exhale, I see in my mind's eye the number 2, and so on. And I've also read about a fourth way, which is essentially the inhale will be a count and the exhale will be a count. So it will look something like this. Breathe in, 1, breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3, breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5, breathe out, 6. Don't worry too much about how to sync your counting with the breath. Allow it to happen organically. Just know that any which way you choose, there's no wrong way of doing it, so long that you're counting your breath. So now that you know a little bit about counting the breath meditation, let's put it into practice together. We'll do the multiplication of the number 5 and we'll do 3 rounds. So the first round, just as a reminder, you're going to be counting with your right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Indicate with your left that you reached the first round or you completed the first round. The second round will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Indicate with your left hand that you completed the second round. And the third round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until you reach 15. Indicate with your left that you reached the third round. Because my breath, it might be a little bit slower or faster than you, you're going to count internally, and we're going to do this in silence. If by the end of the video you're getting comfortable, you feel in flow, and you want to continue more sets, go ahead and do so. So I'm sitting on a block. I find this to be comfortable. You're more than welcome to sit on a folded up blanket or a cushion. You can sit directly onto the floor. You can also have your back against the wall or a cupboard. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by elongating your spine. If you'd like, you can soften your gaze and close your eyes, placing your hands on your knees. Start by deepening your inhale and your exhale. Getting used to breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And now we'll take a cleansing breath together. Breathe in and breathe out. And we'll start with counting the breath meditation using our fingers and our hands. Wherever you are in your breathing, you can either choose to continue, or you can start to come back to the sensation in your body, letting go of the counting and returning to your normal rhythm of breathing. Begin to explore what it feels like in your body right now after having done counting the breath meditation. Perhaps you feel a little bit more calm, a little more focus, and perhaps you feel a little bit more grounded. Slowly, and when you're ready, you can start opening up your eyes. I hope the information in this video and the practice of counting meditation was useful. Remember, it's a great opportunity to cultivate self-love. If you found this video useful, I would appreciate if you could like and subscribe, and perhaps share it with other people who you think might benefit from this practice. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time on the mat.